today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Right away, he lost the football.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier. Fumble on the
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell.
The pass.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On the ground, Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
First down.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Kamara with a carry there on first down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 27. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Tackled at the 20.
There for the tackle, Jacob Martin. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give. This is Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think,
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where... Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play in the... They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Running with Kamara. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Alvin Kamara.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
The ball carrier. He was brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's 3rd down.
Throw complete to Herndon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
5 yards on the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. And he finds Stills, complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll run it with Kamara. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1.
They'll run out of the gun with Camara. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And nearly picked off there. It would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Being chased out left. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Try to pound it in, Camara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Camara trying again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And I don't think Camara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Let's go, let's go.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
The Jets, first down.
They'll run. This is Camara. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Camara. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well,
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's enters. Oh, no, he lost the football.
The pass.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking to go back to Stills. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And whistles, and they take their final. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New York Jets.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. But that's caught at the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
Complete to Kenny.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Kamara on the carry.
Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Back to throw here. Going deep here for Stills. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down.
Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ndamukong Suh. Play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 45 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Buccaneers 3.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 more yards there and another first down.
First down.
Here's Kamara off the draw. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
Intended for Kenny Stills. Incomplete.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Kamara is the ball carrier.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Levante David.
Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And all the way down to the 9. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He'll buy some time right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. On the ground, Kamara. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Alvin Kamara.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara. Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Alvin Kamara.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Kamara.
Alvin Kamara.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, going to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Complete to Alvin.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
And we'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Jets.
Back to throw. On the left side, this is Stills. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
46-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Loss of 4 yards.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll go down at the 28.
Kamara again.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. William Golston in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you...
On the counter, here's Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Running with Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. A give. This is Kamara. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Jets.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Alvin Kamara on
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Jets.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Alvin Kamara.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
18-yard line.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
New York.
Kenny Stills, his 9th touchdown of the season. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now, able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
24-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The ball carrier.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now he'll try to run with this. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. And so it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Jets, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.